Welcome to an episode of the Sports Lounge with JLE Marte. That's the theme song, Man Talk, from my first album, the JLE Experience. I'm your host. On the music, copyright, don't mean nothing Facebook. I'm your host, Jeffrey L. Edwards. My amazing, gloating co-host, Marte. We're here to have another great show for you. What up, though?
Look, you can't say I gloat. Not that I didn't jump back off the Lakers bandwagon. I'm not gloating.
Oh, you was gloating on Mother's Day. you had a nice little time gloating.
Listen, I just wanted the Warriors to be out. That's it.
That's it. Come on, America.
I'm gonna admit
it. Like Steph Curry.
The first step is admitting. Now, a part of me wants to feel like if Clay was better, because I don't know what happened after his injury. He just ain't Clay. But it makes me wonder if the Lakers would have even succeeded. But I'm not going to even throw shade at the Lakers like that because
I had help from the refs. Well, we go ahead and say that.
Well, here we go. You know.
It's okay.
That was the Warriors referees constantly calling fouls on the Lakers. I'm just saying. Especially the last game. I'm just saying game 7.
They ain't make it to game 7.
Didn't they go to game 7?
Nah, they went to 6.
Oh, they went to 6? Maybe I'm thinking about Boston.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking about Boston.
So, Lakers won. Then they took on Jokic in Denver.
And they
almost came back and lost.
Yeah.
What do you think that series is going to be about? Be a tight.
You know, I've been called Denver to go. And I really feel like they could possibly win, Jeff. Like,
Jokic is balling, man. 35, 21.
But what's crazy, it ain't just him though.
Yeah.
It's everybody around him too. Everybody balling out. I'm just saying.
Yeah. They gotta start respecting that man.
Yeah, period.
He already won 2 MVPs. He out here doing his thing.
I'm just saying. Triple-double in last game. He out of water.
And shockingly, Anthony Davis had 40, but it really didn't matter. He didn't really rebound.
No. You know, every time he went in that paint, they called the foul on him. I'm just saying.
Well, that's a good thing. I mean, he's trying to fight for the rebound.
Listen, and then they called they did the little challenge, and it clearly showed that he just had his hand on the ball, and they still win.
Home field advantage might play on some plays. You don't get some home cooking.
I'm just saying.
You know, it shouldn't be none of that, but you got home court.
Just let them play, because you know a lot of players sometimes they go in there waiting for the foul to be called. You understand what I'm saying?
Flopping.
Just let them play, and you know, unless they really catch an elbow. Like
what game was it? I think it was the game 7 with Boston. Now, forgot what player it was. The dude hit him, and he flew back like, dude, he didn't hit you that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all still flopping out here.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like just play. Like, and if they call foul, cool. If not, keep going. Don't lay there on the ground. You looking around, waiting. Like, no, everybody's still playing. What you doing?
It kind of made me Eddie Guerrero when he started getting more popular with WWE, and he always tried to cheat the win, where he'll grab a belt and he'll wait till the referee see him and throw it to the other dude and fall out like he got killed, so he can win the match. That's how they flop and be like, oh, the ref look, oh my God, he killed him. Flagrant 2, like, dude, you looking at how he responded, you gonna say flagrant 2. Because he put on an acting award type job.
Well,
fall out.
Well.
So now you got Miami and Celtics again.
Yes. We winning so far. The Celtics winning so far.
Okay, I know they were losing for a minute.
Yeah, it was like, they was losing earlier on before I left, and I came back. They like up by 10, I think, or 9 or 10.
Now, some people ain't giving them no chance.
Like you.
I never said they have no chance.
I'm just saying.
I just don't want to see a Lakers Miami part 2.
I've
seen that story already. I don't want to see it again.
You don't want to see it again?
Nah.
Well, remind me and the fans of the story because
It was in the bubble where, by an act of nature, God, what they want to call COVID, LeBron had 5 months off to heal up and go win a title. Like, when does that ever happen where you got that much love? You should win. You well rested.
Well, remember that's the same year Kobe died. They had ambition. They had to bring the title home for Kobe. Okay, I'm just saying.
That's true. But that's the only motivation Anthony Davis had because he played like a bum half the time.
I'm just saying that was a big ambition. I mean, I wasn't really a Kobe fan, but it affected me when I heard that he had passed. I was like, damn,
That was my dude.
Yeah, that made me sit back for a minute so I could imagine what the players who was close to him or who played for that organization.
When you look back on that, something hopefully they should have took from that. Unless the doctors say you got to sit in the bed, get your ass on the court and go play.
Well, that's it. I mean, look at the Saints when they won the whole.
The same effort Kobe put every night. They need to start doing that. They really want to.
That's true. I mean, we all collectively say that at least about Anthony Davis. I mean, I won't.
Yeah, that's most of the league, though.
I mean that. So we all say that, but that's just like when the Saints won their Super Bowl after Katrina. That was like their motivation. You understand? Like sometimes when you have a really big tragic event, like it makes you just go harder. Like push yourself beyond where your mind is taking you. Like just
they did play bananas that in the bubble.
Yeah.
So they still got a shot to go. Just I don't want to see it. I'd rather see Jokic go. See what they can do.
Well, yeah, in my mind, I really wanted to be the Celtics and Denver because
Jokic might embarrass them boys if they become the two teams.
Well,
I can check them.
Well, that's true. But I don't checking though. At this point, who? I'm just saying.
I mean, at least Anthony Davis can bother him, but I can't think of no player they got that can bother him.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, even with Miami.
Yeah.
Either team, he should average 50. Easy.
I'm saying.
Without even breathing, he should get 50. Easy. That's how bad it is. Like, okay.
I mean, but we all said Tatum got to be a dog every day. And if that don't happen,
right now he's not doing it. Go to some of the shots he's taken so far. You like, so they put a little defense on you. You ain't going. I mean, he was going hard in Game 7. You tagging the paint, all that.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he needs to treat every game like it's a Game 7.
Something. Well, the coach need to slap him like, you ready to play? Let's go.
Yeah, if he just treat every game like it's Game 7, then
Cause he got the talent.
He do.
I mean, all them dudes got the talent, but that motor's like, dude, you don't want to be the champ.
Now, this Reeves guy that's on the Lakers, how long he been on the Lakers?
They got him. I think he'll walk on. Not mistaken, walk on or through a trade.
Yeah, I'm starting to take notice to him. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because they revamped their squad. That's why they made a run that they did. Because the squad they had prior, they weren't gonna make the playoffs.
Right.
But they got younger. People that were good at maybe a 3-point shot, maybe defend multiple positions, ain't scared to take a shot. And it seems like LeBron has gotten off whatever he used to be on and letting everybody you get the ball, do something with it. And before a LeBron team with players, I got the ball and I set everybody up. But now it's like, hey, man, go get yours. Like, okay, that's a smart move because you are old.
Yeah.
20 years in the league, that's a lot of wear and tear during the game. They got skills, let them go get it. Save yourself for the football.
Yeah, because I don't think I really paid attention to this guy. I really knew this guy before this season.
Oh, yeah, he light you up for them threes. He'd go to the rim, he'd scrap for the ball.
He did all that. I'm like, okay, Reeves.
Him and Hirochi.
We ain't seen was it Walker? We ain't seen him since that one game where he just
Lonnie Walker, yeah.
It's like he been quiet ever since. Like, where you go, sir?
But the role players, they need at least one game, bring you
Mm.
home, at least one.
Yeah.
And that's like the issue with Miami. Like, okay, you got a lot of role players and not no real stars. So unless Jimmy average 50 a game, I don't see them winning the title.
Well, do you really think he's had to work as hard in this post season than he has in the past? I feel like he's had more help.
Yeah, but he ain't working as hard because I see he taking a lot of more jump shots. So he ain't got to go to the rim, getting falling to the ground or getting elbowed or whatever. So a lot of those shots he take look real easy. I'm noticing.
Well, I just look. You know what I noticed the most?
What's that?
And it ain't even on the court. I noticed that he get to take breaks. Okay, see, I remember a time where he couldn't even afford to be off the floor and would be exhausted by the end of the
double
game.
team. He played a lot of those quarters.
That's all I'm saying. He not having to do that as often, and so that's.
But if you got Kyle Lowry, he got a title from playing with Toronto.
Right.
So that veteran leadership should help. And they got Kevin Love. He got a title.
Mm-hmm.
So they got some veteran leadership with championship pedigree that does help. But teams that still left, they'd be a hell of an underdog story if they pull out a title.
I know.
A lot of people say the 04 Pistons were underdog, but they had talent.
Yeah, it's going to be a toss-up. It's going to be may the best man win in the East. Like,
yeah, they could go 7. I wouldn't be shocked if I saw it because the way I'm looking at Jalen and Tatum playing, like, y'all ain't playing like game 7 right now. Because they should be up at 10 if they did.
Well, I mean, right now they are.
About what, like 5 or 6?
No, right now they are up by 10. Last I checked, it's halftime now, so I don't know.
But first quarter should have been that. Look, we mad we didn't win the title last year. We just need somebody to beat. So just take this whooping and it ain't nothing personal.
Right.
Compared to first quarter, you like you in the conference finals now. What type of shot is that? What y'all doing?
Yeah.
Where's
that
that?
Was a little slow. They was a little slow to get started in the first quarter, but they done brought it back for halftime. We'll see what the second half look like. See what I'm saying? You always count them out. Every time you go to get them a compliment, here you go. Want to go shoot them back down. Lord.
I mean, ain't my fault they play up and down.
I'm just saying. Can't you just won't get them just one time, Jeff. Give a compliment without saying, but
I expect if you plan to be the champ, you put your foot on their throat from the first quarter to the end of the game. That's what I'm accustomed to the best teams I've seen over the years come out and play.
Right.
Oh, we almost close to the finals. You're a lesser team. I'm about to show you in the first 5 minutes you beneath me.
Well, we clearly know the whole standing and ranking is irrelevant, okay, at this stage, okay, because clearly,
but
I'm just saying.
That's the aggression I want to see from Boston. All right, they really trying to win a title because you did lose last year. Yeah. The first quarter just kind of playing around with it like, you ain't serious.
I mean, well, how do you feel about them firing Doc?
Doc Rivers got fired? I ain't seen that though. When
they let him go.
What?
Yes, I heard that this morning. I was like, okay, nah. My thing is, okay, granted, you have been in, the post conference or, approaching the semifinals and you haven't went in for the last 3 years, but before Doc Rivers came there, you wasn't even there. So I'm just saying, like, okay, yeah, do we ultimately want to get a championship?
Wow, yeah.
But no, you don't get rid of the man that even gave you the opportunity to get there these last 3 years. I'm just saying.
And it's weird because you go to ESPN website, that's no story in all the other little chunk of stories. I had to go and look up his name to find he got fired. Like that should be a big story.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like you disposed of him like he was irrelevant. Like, okay, excuse me, you didn't get into the finals, but hello, you haven't before he got there. You wasn't even in the playoffs.
Okay. First, they did the trust the process. We're gonna keep tanking, and that's how they got Ben Simmons and they got Joel Embiid getting all them top draft picks. So, trust the process did work to get the talent. Doc Rivers is an okay coach, but
Ooh, you
the
say okay?
biggest
That was a shots fired.
ever since they beat the Lakers in '08 for that title with Garnett now, he done been coaching teams with hella talent and ain't did jack with it.
I think that was 2012.
No, they beat him in '08.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I watched my team get blown out by 40. I think I remember
This
that loss.
is why we need a statistician in our ear with earbuds telling us.
I'm the one that actually watch sports all the time, so you can trust they lost in '08 to Boston.
Let me look at that.
You think I'm a lie to you?
Hold on. Soon as I put KG Championship, it said 2008.
I watched it.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, but I mean, I wasn't mad at KG1 because he's a hell of a talent.
Yeah, I love me some.
Ever since that title, he left, and the question has been: was it them or was it him? Now he had all that talent in the Clippers, Lob City, everybody, and they couldn't get to the finals.
But okay, so now let's stop there. Clearly, they had to have an effective coach to reel all that talent in and make them believe that they were championship quality. Okay. Like at the end of the day, you have to have an effective leader. I mean, ultimately, it's the players on the court that's getting things done.
You
Don't
see
get me wrong.
coaching as a factor as well, and I based that basically on when Shaq and Kobe got together. Everybody in the league knew by '99 they should be playing for titles, but they not smart enough to figure it out on their own. They got Phil Jackson. He got them all to see the bigger picture. They ran out 3 titles.
See, but
Doc Rivers coaching does not be, you don't see it relate to the players on the court.
do you really feel, again, now I didn't hear what you said, but do you really feel that Philly, before Doc came in these last 3 seasons, do you really feel that we will be talking about him? Even if Embiid was there, do you really feel like they would have been in the playoffs?
Well, they might still have Ben Simmons if Doc Rivers didn't alienate that boy at the podium. Let's start right there.
Well,
I knew he was done the moment they asked him, "Can you win a title with him as your point guard?" I'm not sure. There's no way in hell you're supposed to say that.
yeah, not out loud.
Point guard. And
not out loud.
Say that at the podium.
You could think it, but no, not out loud.
Embiid was blaming him for that loss when he didn't want to take any shot near the rim.
But he wasn't though. He wasn't.
You can't say that out loud though.
I'm just saying.
And when the coach said it, I'm like, he's done.
But and you see, even when he moved on to other places, he still ain't doing nothing. I'm just saying. It's something wrong with him. It ain't Doc Rivers or Embiid. It's Ben Simmons.
Had they had a different coach that would have alienated him from the team, maybe he still be there and maybe he developed more.
Well, he went elsewhere and still ain't developed. It's him.
Yeah, and he needs counseling to get his mind.
Period. Now, let's not equate that to Doc Rivers. It's him.
But it shows bad coaching from him.
No, because the man still effed up. So
but
it ain't got nothing to do with him.
Your star point guard saying, "I can't win a title with that dude."
But it's true. The man's scared.
You ain't supposed to say that.
He's scared of himself. I don't know.
But you the coach. You ain't supposed to say that to the media. Ain't supposed to say it. Even though you're right, he ain't supposed to say it out loud.
But even you, Jeff, was taken aback when I just gave you that news. Okay. So once again, quit knocking that man. Okay. Because I don't feel like it was enough to get rid of his ass. Unless it was something happening in the background. Something was happening between him and the owners.
It's the same results he had with the Clippers. You got all this talent on the court. You won a title with Celtics. Your X and O's to translate to them players. It ain't translating.
But do you know
Now
how
you over
many
here
other
with Philly.
coaches that apply
It's
to
the
though?
same problem.
That applies to a lot of other coaches that didn't have longevity with teams. I mean, let's take if
He's
that's the case,
giving up more
and
leads
Jeff,
in the
if that's
series
the
than
case,
last year.
fire the Knicks coach. If that's the case, okay. Who we
He
gonna
just
fire
got
next?
upset.
Are we? Oh, but you know what they did? Fire the Bucks coach. No, look, I was about to say fire the Bucks coach, but he got fired too. I forgot. So
And he just won a title.
I'm just saying, do a whole domino effect. If this is the argument we about to
He's
make,
not a good coach.
okay.
But at some point, they gave you all the talent in the world with the Clippers. You'll be up 2 or 3-1 on somebody, and you'll lose the series more than once. All right, it's Tyler here in Philly. You get over here, you do so much, but it don't finish off. Either you ain't writing up the right plays, or whatever your philosophy is, they not listening to you. But the key denominator of both these franchises with all the talent is you. So something with your coach, you need go see a counselor too. Some with your coach ain't working.
Listen, well, we gonna have to agree to disagree because I like Doc Rivers and I don't feel like he
He like
deserves
to do, but I mean, sports is results oriented, and he's had too many teams.
But he wasn't playing on the court,
and
Jeff. You
lose.
got to put something on the players too. It can't just be all on Doc Rivers like he did.
It's a reflection of leadership. If
Here
they
we
don't
go.
believe that,
Now you want to reverse back what I said to you, sir.
That's a fact, though.
Here we go.
If whatever his philosophy is to win a title, and they sitting there like, man, this is more bullshit. This dude talking. I don't believe in this. It's gonna show on the court. So it seems like with Garnett, because they were veterans, they're the ones that led that team to that title, not him. And everybody said that, but they didn't really say it like, okay, well, he got Garnett, he got Ray Allen, he got these dog players. Mm-hmm. Was it really his coaching and the staff?
I think so.
Or was it those veterans?
Yeah, ain't no team that has become champions did so without effective coaching and effective players. It got to be a combination.
Sometimes you can just have the players. I mean, look at Belichick. He sucks ass since Tom Brady left. And we thought he was a coaching guru.
But that's the point,
he ain't
though.
did too much of nothing since Tom Brady left. So maybe it was more Tom Brady than his system.
Okay.
Because he should have been able to reduplicate his system and still go far in the playoffs. Sure. And he ain't doing that. Mm-hmm. So now it brings the question, it really wasn't you. It was him. Because if your system works, you can plug the holes and it still moves.
Well, you know, a lot of people question anyway, like, how did you even allow a player like Tom to even walk away when there's clearly contention with him and Belichick? And, you know, they felt like if anything, you gonna get rid of the coach, you don't get rid of a player like Tom Brady.
Well, when he tried to get rid of Brady before, the owner vetoed the trade.
Right.
That's what he had drafted Garoppolo, and that was going to be his replacement. But Tom was cool with the owner. He went up to the owner, hey, man, your boy tripping. He intervened. And their rule was, I do the football, you cash a check.
But when time came to get Belichick up out of there, he didn't do it. And I'm saying a lot of people felt like he should. He should have. If you listen to Tom.
Well, an owner will look at you a hell of a player, but you can max out at least 20 years. A coach can coach for almost 40 years because they're not playing.
I've never seen that in football.
Belichick been coaching almost 50 years now. Not just as a head coach. From assistants, he was the defensive coordinator for the Giants.
Okay, I see what you're trying to say now. I thought you just meant with one team. No, is what I was saying.
Coaching career overall.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So if this dude say he want to coach till he's 80, I got another 15 years out of this dude. You're gonna fall off at some point because everybody gets old and talent start fading. But this dude, what he know in his head ain't changing. He can keep teaching that. So owner will keep the coach because you can pass that knowledge on. You can't pass talent on, unfortunately. Either you got it or you don't.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a couple years before we get another player like Tom Brady who didn't last it for as long as he did in there.
Yeah. But hey, I think somebody gonna get Doc Rivers another job. Sadly.
I think so too. Because again, he not wasted goods. You talking like he wasted goods.
The goal is to get a title, and
that's the goal. But my point is, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of coaches that ain't did that. So if you gonna do that to him, you did it to Giannis, coach. Go ahead, do it to the Knicks coach. Do it to the Grizzlies coach. Go on down the line. Cause y'all keep getting there, getting real close, then boop, nothing.
Well, you speaking of the Grizzlies, that's gonna be into question given the stuff Ja Morant has done.
Yeah, well, this crazy.
Another video Gunners on this live. Now, NBA has, because I heard earlier some shows where they were saying, well, it's open carry state. He ain't been arrested for nothing, so he shouldn't get suspended for the game. But they do have a morality clause in their contracts.
Correct.
That they can sue you. They can discipline you over.
And people even went as far as to say, like, oh, but people should have a right to bear arms. Okay, that's in the civil matter or by the Constitution. We talking about, like you said, the NBA standard. We not talking about the Constitution. Okay, a
private entity that
period
is a business that conducts and governs themselves by their rules and regulations. So
period.
If they're going to pay you $200 million, these are the rules you're going to abide by.
Period.
Now, I don't know why for some reason he think he's Bishop and Juice or some stupid.
Now that was a good one because I said Suge Knight. You said Bishop. He know but that's a good one. That's a good one because that's who he acted like.
It don't make no sense.
None.
He can make almost $1 billion because the NBA is trying to push him as another face of their league.
He don't want it. This is why I'm telling you. I've been told you that daddy act like a pimp on the sidelines. Okay. Your best friend out there wilding out, getting suspended from the damn stadium for a whole season. Okay. Your mama out here calling you up to the subway, up to the
that's crazy too.
Acting crazy. What is wrong, people?
That is crazy too.
I mean, I don't understand.
But he's an adult. If he don't know for himself, you can make $1 billion. The way they're going to market you as a face of the league, you're going to have kids looking up to you. You're going to have the younger players looking up to you. You shouldn't be trying to be street.
That's all I'm saying.
Because now the true question is going to be, is Adam Silver a real commissioner or a chump? He came to you once already. He had a little 8-game suspension by the team. I ain't going to do it no more. My bad. And it's been like less than 2 months later.
Well, I just heard that it's an indefinite suspension.
Well, that's the team, but the NBA hasn't ruled yet. That's what everybody's waiting on. Now, if David Stern was alive, he'd be banned for the next season. And that's what Adam Silver should give his ass. Okay,
but can you clarify this for me? When I hear of something that's indefinite, it says to me he's no longer a part of this thing.
No, indefinite is just for now. That don't mean indefinite don't mean he's never gonna come back to you. That's just you cause too much trouble, get out of here. That's what indefinite suspension means. We can lift it tomorrow. There's no timetable. But that's what the team did because we gave you a pass, all that, and you did it again. So we suspend him indefinite from team stuff. Don't ask us no questions. But the NBA has to because he's the face of the league. You got kids looking up to him. You got younger NBA players looking up to him. Well, hell, if he's getting away with this, what do I want to get away with?
I mean, you guys set the precedent.
Now, and you might have other players watch it too, like, dude, David Stern dropped the hammer when it needed to be dropped. Are you a clown that's a player's person? Or you a real commissioner? Let us know what the zero tolerance is because we're here with this dude. He should get 82 games. Damn 40. If you just met with everybody and they all gave you a slap on the hand, like, all right, you wild out, you good. And it's less than 2 months, you did it again. Get your ass down for a year. And you don't get paid.
Well, exactly, because they say just that 1 year cost about 40-something million.
Then we're gonna see if you still want to keep it real for the homies, while the stupid going live with a gun in your hand.
Well, you know the Crips from LA told them, "Come on down here. Let me show you what that life look like." Real for real. See, you're not ready for that life for real.
That's a problem right there.
Okay,
that's a problem.
Look, even Shannon said a real gangster, he don't show you his gun till he ready to use it. Okay, you don't got to keep flaunting it like you some big tough guy. That ain't nothing but for show. Cause a tough guy don't flash his SHIT till he ready to use it. I'm just saying.
When Gilbert Arenas had him and teammates drew guns in the locker room in Washington, he was banned for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Lost a lot of money. And he learned, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
He been trying to say, dude, you need to go chill out.
I mean, well, speaking of Gilbert on his little podcast, he said, in order for, and so of course I took what he said to her because he been there, he know. So he say, in order, he like, when you take this time out, he like, you can't be out there partying, having a good time, because that's not looking like you didn't learn your lesson. You're gonna have to cut your dreads. You're gonna have to completely revamp your whole image, because now people then tainted the image that you got right now. Right now, that image ain't wholesome no more. So now you're gonna have to change the game all the way. And I said, well, shit, he know. Well, he been there.
He's feeding into stereotypes people have of young black males being thugs.
Period.
But you're an NBA multimillionaire. So
it's sad but true.
Yeah, you do gotta totally rebrand yourself.
You got to totally rebrand, sir. Completely.
He's losing millions.
Period.
I can't fathom I'm gonna lose. He lost $39 million because he missed games. We couldn't be all NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And tell him what other endorsement's gonna say, man, this ain't what we trying to promote. We're gonna cut you.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Them $50 million, $100 million contracts for all we know that you about to just, they're gonna tear up because you try to keep it real for the homies.
Right.
But you watched it, you lost your mind.
That's all I'm saying.
He died at the end of that movie.
Listen, this is why, Jeff, I'm telling you, they got money and we don't know about it. Clearly. Because if they didn't, like if they was really hungry and they was really looking at the bottom line dollar,
they forget it's a business.
What?
And it's a privilege that they pay you the money for the talent you have.
They
don't have to pay you.
Clearly, he and his closest people, they not checking for none of that, which means that they got other money. I'm just saying.
No, he think I'm untouchable.
He can't think that.
Oh, the fact it's 2 months later, he did it again. Oh yeah. Now face it, y'all ain't gonna do it.
I'm telling you, why he want to keep popping that gun up in the air. That man and his people is doing something we don't know. We ain't figured that out yet. And therefore, he ain't checking for what we're talking about over here.
Telling him, cut that out, dude. You can make $1 billion and you are ruining it.
Let me tell you something. They doing other things. I'm trying to tell you. They ain't checking for the NBA money. Clearly. I'm just saying.
But this ain't nothing like NBA money because that's international money.
Let me tell you something. What I'm not going to do when my son stands the chance to be a billionaire, okay, like LeBron, okay, because he is a billionaire now. If my son stood the chance to gain millions and billions, I would not be calling him the subway to come fight a battle, which, by the way, she starts. His mama is messy, okay? These stories I read. The mama is messy. In my mind, T-Money, his daddy, because that's what I done termed him, T-Money. He the pimp, okay? The best friend is the one to be gangster. Okay. Now,
well, maybe it's him.
I'm trying to tell you.
He the one with the gun in his hand.
I'm trying to tell you.
Fred just filming.
That's all I'm trying to tell you now. They out here doing something. We ain't figured it out. I didn't theorize in my head what it is. Okay.
And if that's the case, that still don't trump NBA international money.
Well, I wouldn't be telling my son to come nowhere to fight no battle. Matter of fact, he the last person I'm gonna call on earth to come and do.
I mean, anything. It's a sad example of people that playing checkers, not chess. They don't look. They're not looking steps ahead.
That's all I'm saying.
Because all these corporations that work with the NBA, they could work with you individually. Where you can be Michael Jordan, go buy a team because you worth $5 billion.
Right.
You started off with $100 million contract. Come
Mm-hmm.
on now. You don't want to set your generations to come up for good
Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying.
for a gun.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm like.
If
They not
you was
clearly
like
it's
at
other
the
stuff
club,
going on because nobody's thinking.
you going
Nobody.
live on Instagram,
I'm just saying.
but with the likes is just like drug to you. Come on, man. LeBron is a billionaire before he stopped playing ball.
Well, he a billionaire now.
You got a $230 million contract. That's it. That can go like that.
Hmm.
What other team want to pay you $200 million after this? Like, oh no, I'll give you 100, and it's gonna be stipulated with so many things. You're gonna have to check all these off the list to guarantee you get all that money. Because we ain't about to deal with the paparazzi. And he was here doing this. He did what? Oh hell, I ain't gonna deal with you.
Hmm.
So it's gonna be an incentivized contract to even get close to that money again. Why do that to yourself?
Listen, ain't nobody sitting him down and saying, son, nephew, cousin, friend, don't do this. Like, you know, when people want
Maybe
you to
somebody did.
succeed, when
To be
people want
fair,
you to succeed, they don't want you near BS,
yeah. But
chaos,
to be fair,
trauma.
maybe someone has and he ain't listening.
I don't know.
Maybe someone did. And he ain't listening.
I don't know, Jeff.
Maybe you got a homegirl or someone like, dude, you blowing your money. Stop doing that. Man, I'm John Morant. I do what I do. Okay. All right, John.
It's so sad because he's so talented. It almost make me feel like the most they did was push him to be a basketball player because they feel like he had talent, but that's not maybe what he wrote. I don't know. Something's going on.
That Chappelle show said, "With keeping it real goes wrong."
Yeah.
You give
I
him what you
I don't know.
And if the commissioner get him 40 games, that's really terrible because what's 40 games?
How many games total is it?
82.
82.
You need a whole season. Given the fact you just talked to this man 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he
he seemed pissed when he did the press conference about it.
He looked like a clown. He should be pissed.
Well, yeah, he seemed pissed. So.
David Stern taught this dude. I'm pretty sure David told him there will come a point when you deal with a player, he tell you, man, I messed up, and he do it again. You must drop your hammer on his head to let him know you don't play around. Because all these other players are watching you.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, he sounds pissed.
So if if I'm drinking and driving, don't talk to me. That dude had a gun. And he gave that 40 games. Shut up talking to me, dude. They're gonna look at him like that.
Yeah, no,
so
he's
you gotta drop the hammer to show everybody I don't play around. When I tell you to chill out, you better chill out.
Well, he kept emphasizing that too. He emphasized that a few times in that press conference.
He better drop a season.
He said, we literally just had a conversation and you pretty much mimicked all the same things you just did now. So he basically was saying like, so what?
You got a point card on the ground, pick it up.
That's what I'm saying. He like, what incentive do I have to believe you this time? You understand? It's like first time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me.
And it shouldn't. It's before next week. It should be dropped. He's done for next season. Zero tolerance. That's all we gotta say about it. We have zero tolerance to anything that don't promote what the NBA is about.
I know.
He do that, he gonna have respect from the legends of the game and the players now. Like, okay, so you do have don't cross this line. I can respect you because you got a lot of the young players watching. Like, man, I'm smoking my weed, I'm doing my thing, and y'all doing what? Man, this fool better not talk to me. So he better put that line in the sand.
How would he sound? He like I said, he seemed like he was, like you said, embarrassed, pissed, and I felt like his tone said to me he knew he had to take firm action. You understand?
Because he gave 40 the first time.
He basically was saying, I didn't heard it all before. That's basically what he said. So
David Stern would have gave that dude almost 40 games the first time. We have zero tolerance for this. You could have
but
shot
see,
yourself.
but
You
but
could have shot
here's the
your
thing,
friends.
Jeff.
You
Here's
could
the
have done
thing.
a lot of things that bring bad press
But
to
the
the NBA.
first time he assaulted somebody and then showed his weapon, like as a threat, and said he'd be back.
Yeah. Forgot
This
about all those
time,
other things that been adding up.
true.
David Stern would have looked at all that like, you have a pattern.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's a game.
Right.
Go sit down before the games. I don't care about the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I eat that TV money with y'all team because we got y'all to be people like Grizzly, but you ain't gonna play. Oh well. Go sit down. Zero tolerance.
Mm.
And I would have said Shockwave's like, oh, this dude ain't playing. He sat him down instantly.
Mm.
Because you got other players and don't tell them what they doing. And they watching like this dude had a gun.
Mm.
Man, don't worry about stuff I'm doing that ain't right. You let this dude slide having guns out in public. So I'm out drinking wild in these clubs. Don't worry about me, dog.
Mm.
And they were probably, and they bold enough to say it. You let that fool get off showing a gun. Don't talk to me.
Mm.
Now you got a problem because someone flat out called you on it. And they wouldn't be lying. Like you let that boy slide twice. So you better fix it.
Mm. It's tragic. I pray for him. Because that's at this point, that's all we can do. It's like you don't know what to say or what intervention he need. Like he got something else going on. And you notice he always say, this journey is not easy, but
no, I ain't giving that dude no pass like that. You're a grown ass man.
True, Jeff, but
enough to get your ass to the NBA.
But again, maybe he a substance abuser. Maybe he a substance abuser. Maybe he an alcoholic. Well,
that's
exactly.
the you problem.
Get help, yes. Well, that's all I'm saying. He has a problem.
Let a kid. You're grown.
We don't know what it is. He got a problem, and until he get help, it's just gonna get worse. Before it get better.
Until he say he got a problem.
True.
I'm not going to assume you're a grown up making dumbass choices, and they have consequences.
Well, people
they gave him a pass the first time.
Well, okay. So my point is, if he keeps messing up, then clearly he's not thinking like a grown person, and something else is going on. Is all I'm saying. Because you're right, grown people will learn from the first mistake and know what not to do the next time.
We know grown-ups not to do dumb shit all the time.
I'm just saying.
And they ain't got no mental problem.
First time
to do that stuff, unfortunately.
First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on the person that believed you and supported you. Okay. Now, he shouldn't be able to get a third time. So, like you said, it does need to be a very stiff penalty. Okay. Hit him where it hurts. Burn his pockets. Because again, he's starting to make me think he got other money going on.
Anybody who watched the replay or watch you live, your actions on this planet have consequences. Choose wisely. You can't say you 21, you're an adult. You go fight wars. You can buy drinks. You can vote. You're an adult. So think and choose wisely what you do out here. And if you in corporate America, you have to think about corporate dollars and the imagery that they want to see. They don't want to see nothing street. We all know this. This ain't nothing new. But you keep trying to keep it real for the homies, and corporate America would say, we'll take our money and go elsewhere.
Well, like Gilbert said, you're going to have to do a whole revamp, sir. Complete 360.
Yeah, we can't sell that to the masses. You know, I'm good on that. And it's sad that if someone's telling him he's not listening, and he's not looking at that for himself. Because they don't let you come to the NBA, NFL, all these other sports without teaching you this stuff now. So you do know. So you won't fall into these pitfalls. So he can't say, well, the NBA, I've watched them talk about it. They teach you all scenarios to make sure you don't get swindled by an accountant, a baby mama situation, all type of stuff that get you jammed up. They teach you what to do. So you can't say, well, they didn't prepare me. They do everything they can to give you the game. Choice is yours.
Well, again, he needs help, and if he don't get it, it's so tragic. Because again, I like Job, but it's so unfortunate.
I'm just sad. They really will waste their talent, but he got to choose better.
Yeah,
Can't nobody walk his walk for him. He got to walk it.
that's true. You gotta want it. You know what I mean? That's why I said I don't think I'm starting to feel like, okay, is basketball not what you wanted? Like, did you want to be a gangbanger or what? Like, what was your ambition? Because
That's a good
for you
question.
to still be wilding out like this wasn't it. This couldn't be.
That's a great question because you're too old.
Come on.
You mid-20s, man, and now you're a face of the NBA.
Right.
Steph Curry had to get his acres right, and they made him a face of the league. And look at the money he's made off the court.
Mm-hmm.
You could keep making. Jordan still making money. He don't even play no more.
Mm-hmm.
You still see him in commercials.
Mm-hmm.
That's how long you keep making that money.
Yeah.
And
Branding. Exactly.
He's 50 years old doing commercials.
And exactly. And he ain't even in the league, Jeff, just like you said. But he a businessman. You don't see him toting guns out on Instagram and doing all that. I'm just saying, it's an image.
Jordan knew. I'm about this money. I don't know nothing about nothing. I don't know about politics. I don't know about this. I just know basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I want everybody to buy my shoe. People don't like Jordan for that, but he about getting his money.
Mm-hmm.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
And this dude still making commercials 50-something years old. So this dude can continuously make money. But he's stuck on keeping it real for the homies.
Yeah.
That's sad.
It is. Well, we're going to pray for him, Lord. But
pray to get his mind right.
That's
all we need to lose.
Well, Jeff, I hope that by the time we reconvene, we're going to have hopefully more juicy things to talk about since I can't be present next week.
Oh, we just put a replay episode up for next week.
Oh, you fancy.
Hey, I've learned. I keep learning. No, I take days off for the first show. This me time. I got multiple. I put this one on. That's a good one.
Well, yeah, because I was wondering, sir, do you have off days? Is that a such thing? Do you take off?
I'm trying to do them now. Like with the first show, the interviews. Like I've taken this weekend off. I'm still gonna do the ground floor. Not doing this one. But like the interview show, because that's Friday to Saturday. I booked a few days so far till like July. Oh, it's me time. Please time off.
Okay.
I got multiple episodes. I could just schedule, play on that day, and let me go relax for me.
Yeah.
You gotta recharge.
There you go. Hallelujah.
Gotta do it. Yeah, go crazy.
Well, until then, people, y'all gonna have to get a rerun next week. Sorry, folks.
But we got good stuff so far, so
yeah.
Good.
I really wish we could. I swear, I wish we was live that day. We did the whole Draymond show, boy. That just would have been beautiful.
Yeah, because you talk a lot of nonsense.
I was, man. Listen, I wish you could have seen me. I was standing up over the computer like this.
Well, you talking on the audio show, I'm like, you probably standing up.
I'm standing up like,
I'm like, no. And the coach just said we need them back so we can be a championship team.
Did he say that?
Mm-hmm.
He said that for the optics. He don't mean that. He don't want his ass.
Hey, he put it out there. We need him back.
Hold on. But then we just say some things you're not supposed to say on the podium. You're supposed to be politically correct. So, of course, he said that because, again, he don't want Draymond popping up at his house trying to beat his ass or possibly do another Ja Morant, pull a gun out on him.
Draymond, he ain't that stupid.
I don't know. I don't know because he getting crazier, so I don't put nothing past him.
He do a little lame stuff on the court, but he ain't crazy.
Nah, that man's getting more and more ambitious. When you hit your own, when you can hit your own teammate in practice, we're not even at a game. We in practice, sir. too far. When now, instead of you just fussing and throwing a tantrum, now you in everybody's face, you trying to take people out and claim they trying to take you out. Boy, sit down.
Remember, he's friends with LeBron now. I'm pretty sure LeBron had a talk with him. Dude, what you doing?
No, it didn't work.
Money.
It didn't work.
I mean, his homeboy is his agent now, Rich Paul. So they haven't talking to him like, dude, you messed up your money. Cut that out.
Is that the guy that's dating? What's her name?
Adele? Yeah, if they still dating, yeah.
Okay. I know you're talking about.
So I'm pretty sure he getting that talk to like, dude.
Is that Chris Paul brother?
Trade you? Huh?
Is that Chris Paul brother?
Nah, just got the same last name.
Okay.
Because it'd be hard for them to trade him if he's a I think unrestricted free agent. But who gonna want you if you're doing that to teammates? Like, oh, nah, we got a good thing, and it's gonna be hard to try to get him a deal. So you're gonna have to clean that up. Real talk. Have to clean it up.
Yeah.
What's going on?
103-96.
Boston winning?
No.
Wow. How about that? See what I'm saying?
I know.
They don't want to go back to the finals, and they at home.
I know.
They almost came out, put their foot on their throat. You in the way. I'm trying to get the title. And that's not the effort they're putting out there.
I know.
Now they'll say, well, they played game 7 Sunday. You had a few days off.
Come turn this light on.
Well, we hope y'all enjoyed this episode. You starting to enjoy being live with it now?
Yeah, I'm starting to get the hang of it now.
Okay. It's going to be a replay next week, and we'll be back on the 31st.
Yeah.
Everybody enjoy the night.
Until then, see ya.
All right.